software disk, thereafter a power cable and an instruction manual. So these things you will get inside the box. You have to take out the machine from the box and you have to place it on a proper vibrationless table, and thereafter we have to connect the machine with power. Some connections I have to tell you that this is a protector, so you have, before testing the sample, you have to remove this protecting case. Thereafter this indicator is for power and the another one is for if your the machine is running or not. If it is not, it will not glow. If the machine is running, then it will give you a green color. From the back you can see this is a power cable connecting point, and this one is the USB connecting point. So you can connect the machine through with computer through the USB point. This is the on off switch, so we have to on or switch off the machine via this switch. I have on this machine switched on. Thereafter we have to wait for at least 10 minutes to let the machine get warmed up. Thereafter we will start the process of sample analysis. In between I will show you how to install the software inside the PC. We have given you this pen drive, so you have to put the pen drive inside your CPU. Thereafter you have to open my computer section. Inside you can see the pen drive, USB drive H. Thereafter you have to install the software which have version 2.0. Remember that you didn't have to install the 2.1 version, you have to install the 2.0 version. So we have to double click on that. Thereafter some easy steps are there. By that you can easily install the software. So you have to yes, and thereafter next and next. So things are like that. You have to install the software, and in easy 5 or 6 steps the software will get installed. So you have to create a desktop icon and install it. After finishing this, we have to close it. The software get installed, you will get this icon on your desktop. So after that we have to connect our machine with PC through this USB cable. So we have to connect this cable on the back side of the machine on the same port which I have shown before on the previous video. So you have to connect it, and thereafter you have to double click on the software. Yes. So this is the software format that we have. Inside you can, in this format you can see the nucleic acid test, the protein estimation on 280 nanometer. Thereafter BCA, this is another kind of method for testing DNA protein, Bradford method and Lowry method. This is a UV visual scanning, so you can scan the whole range starting from 200 to 800 with this method. If you want to scan some data or sample result in UV and visual both ranges, you can scan with UV visual scanning. So these are the things for checking the connection. We can do the tools, thereafter diagnostics. Now as you can see the connection is completed, so we have to press OK. Suppose we are doing the UV visual scanning. Now you can see it started from 200 and ended to 800 nanometer. It will scan the whole data. So what we have to do, we have to make blank first. So blank, for making blank we have to take either the reference in which we have dissolved our sample, or either generally distilled water we take. So both you can take. Now I am taking at the time of analyzing the sample, you need to have a micropipette. Volume can be differ from 10 microliter to 100 microliter. So we need to have a micropipette, a distilled water or a reference solution and sample solution. So what we have to do, we have to take plenty of distilled water first. Thereafter, this is the sample chamber where we have to put a drop. So this is the sensor position. This and these both are the sensors. So we have to put one drop on the sensor. I have put it. Thereafter we have to close the lid and we have to press set blank. It will start measuring. As you can see now, the machine is showing waiting. Now you will get the blank graph. So those were the gains of the blank solution. Now as you can see, this is a flat line. So if the line is not properly flat, you can make the blank 1 or 2 times, and otherwise you have to clean that lid properly with tissue paper, so that you can get a good blanking graph, a flat line. Now as you can see, the line is properly flatted. Thereafter what we have to do, we have to put our sample. So before putting sample, we have to clean the chamber, clean the lid. So just you need to touch the tissue with the tissue paper up and down on both sections. We have to replace the distilled water with our sample. So now I am taking plenty amount of potassium dichromate and I am pouring a drop. We have to close it. Thereafter we have to measure. As you can see, we got the graph. So this is how we can test our sample. Once you get the graph, you have to press option, and then we have to go for the list, and you will get the maximum absorbance value. There you have got the maximum absorbance value. So this is the procedure, how we can test, how we can measure our sample. Thereafter you can save the data. So multi options are there: save as text or save as picture. So you can save on both or one of them. So this is the option how we can test our sample by using the direct method of wavelength scanning. For other options, we have to go for the home. Thereafter we can measure direct concentration of DNA or protein through these options like nucleic acid method, protein estimation on 218 nanometer. So these are the method. These are pre-filled methods, so you didn't need to make any kind of standard or something like that. For Bradford and Lowry method, you have to prepare your standard solution. And remember, the standard should have low concentration of DNA value, DNA or protein value, and it should also have low amount of sample. So for that we use this bio-nano spectrometer. So this is how we test our sample in bio-nano spectrometer. Thank you.